Carthage in 6th, Wheaton in 4th. North Central is on top of the conference so far. They're really a juggernaut this season. They're 4-0 in conference and 12-2 overall. They've got an 8-game winning streak. North Central's been really tough. Both of these teams, in fact, have played North Central in the recent past. Carthage lost on the 7th to North Central 6-0 at North Central. And Wheaton, on the other hand, played North Central at home and lost 4-0. So pretty similar results. Neither one of them were able to score a goal against North Central, and both gave up a few goals as well. Interestingly, I was looking at the history of these two teams going into this contest, and surprisingly, over the last number of years, since 2009, the last 15 competitions between the I keep saying Carroll. It's Wheaton and Carthage. The last 15 competitions between these two have found 15 wins for Wheaton. They have won the last 15 games in a row against Carthage. Some of those games are home, some of those games are away. But since 2009, the Carthage team has not been able to beat this Wheaton Thunder team. So this will be a good opportunity maybe for them to break that historical streak, one that, as I mentioned, has been in place since 2009, or at least that's as far as the records go back. But luckily, Carthage has had good luck so far here at Art Keller Field this season. They are all undefeated at home, even though, as I mentioned, their overall record is 2-5-5. So far in all games, they have 2 wins and 3 draws at home, so both of their wins have been here at Art Keller Field, and they have not yet lost at home. Their conference record, just the 1 draw here at Art Keller. So that's something to look forward to, and hopefully they'll be able to keep that going up. Wheaton, so far, their record on the road is 2-3-1, so not quite as good as their home record has been so far. They've been 1-3-3 at home, so maybe that will favor Carthage a little bit here with those home records facing up against that historical record, which, as I mentioned, certainly goes Wheaton's way. In terms of coming into the game, Wheaton, in their last game, drew with Carroll. They drew with them 1-1, most recently at Carroll. Their game before that was at Elmhurst. That one they won 2-0, and as I mentioned, previous to that, they had lost to North Central 4-0. Carthage coming in, their last game was at Wisconsin-Stevens Point. That was a non-conference game, which they lost 2-1, a close contest there at Stevens Point. And their last conference game was at North Central. As I mentioned, it was that 6-0 loss. Prior to that, though, Carthage had drawn 3 of their first games in the conference against Illinois Wesleyan 1-1, against Augustana 0-0, and against Carroll 1-1 as well. So as I mentioned, going into the game in conference, Carthage is 0-1-3, looking for that first conference win. Wheaton at 2-1-1 in the conference, looking to move up in the conference, trying to get on top of the teams just above them. Those would be Augustana and Carroll, both those teams currently with 11 points in the conference. Wheaton currently has 7 points, so with a win today, they could get closer to those two. Carthage so far with 3 points on the CCIW season. So the two teams are getting ready here and getting ready to come out on the field shortly. As I mentioned, it is a little bit of a windy one today, a little bit cool, but so far no rain. We'll hope that the rain holds off here this afternoon so we can get this one in and see these two teams play. And hopefully Carthage can break that historical streak. 0-15. Hopefully the 16th is the lucky charm, and they'll be able to win one here today in Kenosha. So we'll have the team introductions and the national anthem coming up shortly. So we'll take a break here as the two teams come out on the field and come back after the national anthem and the introductions by the PA announcer, and we'll be back here at Art Keller Field in Kenosha shortly for this one that sees the Wheaton College Thunder against the Carthage College Firebirds. Women's soccer from Kenosha, Wisconsin, Art Keller Field, coming right up.
See the future, it ain't no mystery. I'm on the throne looking down, making history. While you were smelling roses, I was putting work in. I'm just getting started. I've been making moves before the dawn, cutting through the darkness. Can't nobody say I don't belong. I'll be the first shot that you're ready for. Take my word.
Good afternoon, fans, and welcome to Art Keller Field for today's game between the Wheaton Thunder and the Carthage Firebirds. Let's meet today's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Thunder. Number 5, Lauren Walmer. Number 6, Audrey Sexton. Number 7, Mia Blair. Number 11, Shay Monterre. Number 15, Marissa Davis. Number 22, Grace Croder. Number 23, Morgan Beamer. Number 24, Catherine Ashley. Number 27, Emily Setran. Number 30, Kylie Wheaton. And 00, Maya Schoolman. The head coach of Wheaton is Patrick Gilliam, and he's assisted by Janine Nielsen and Virginia Poe. And now, the starting lineup for the Carthage Firebirds. Starting up, a sophomore, number 2, Bella Sanchez Flores. A senior, number 5, Emma Oldani. A junior, number 6, Lisa Traxel. A freshman, number 7, Jaden Kramer. A sophomore, number 11, Maya Stone. A senior, number 12, Katie Talons. A junior, number 21, Leah Martin. A junior, number 25, Stephanie Mitchell. A junior, number 26, Addie Serenas. A junior, number 27, Amelia Price. And a sophomore, number 1, Ainsley Stallworth. The head coach of Carthage is Ian Wilson, and he's assisted by Kiera Coleman and Alberto Centeno. Fans, please stand as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
If I'm crazy, I'm on my own. If I'm waiting, it's on my throne. If I sound lazy, just ignore my tone. Cause I'm always gonna answer when you call my phone. Like, what's up, danger? Like, what's up, danger? Can't stop me now. I said I got you now. I'm right here at your door. I won't leave. I want more. What's up, danger? Yeah, what's up, danger? Can't stop me now. Yeah. I said I got you now. Come on, what's up, danger? Come on, I said what's up, danger?
All right, so now we have our starting lineups for today's game. It looks like the two teams will be switching sides here with Wheaton taking the field Looks like they'll be going from right to left on your screen, and Carthage will be going from left to right. Carthage heading north in this first half, and Wheaton will be heading to the south. The breeze today, as I mentioned, is really strong and will probably be a factor, and I believe that is coming from the north, maybe a little bit from the northeast. So the Carthage will be going sort of against the breeze in the first half here, it looks like, and be going with the breeze in the second half, which could certainly be a factor, as you can see. Perhaps, I'm not sure you can actually pick that up on screen, but there is quite a bit of breeze here today. There's really nothing, I guess, on the screen showing that, but there is a good steady, probably 15 to 20 mile an hour wind with some probably heavier gusts than that even coming on top of that. There you can see the assistant referee's flag on the other side there blowing pretty stoutly from north to south. So it is a little bit of a chilly breeze. Players are out there, though, in their regular uniforms. A few of them have some long sleeves on and that kind of thing, but mostly they're ready to go no matter what the weather. So we're just about to have the kickoff here. And Carthage takes that kickoff. Number 7, Jaden Kramer, is the center forward today. She's a freshman from Beaver Creek, Ohio. Jaden has not necessarily played the starter role all season, so normally Amelia Price has been up there sometimes kind of on her own, so it looks like perhaps Coach Wilson going with a slightly more attacking formation, or at least with a little bit different personnel. I think Katie Talons has normally been up there up top with Amelia Price, but it looks like Jaden Kramer has moved into that position, at least in the early going. Katie Talons looks like is in more of an attacking midfield role. Hard to tell exactly what the formation here is. Maybe we'll kind of see it as we go. Addie Saradis with a ball upfield. Kramer trying to get on that. Price trying to get on that as well, but it does end up bouncing Wheaton's way. Excuse my voice a little bit today. I do have a little bit of a cold I've been getting over for the last week or so, so I apologize if I'm a little bit hoarse today, but I'll do my best. As I mentioned, there are 2 games here. Wheaton is here for both a men's game and a women's game this afternoon. So the women's game here starting at 1 o'clock, and the men's game will follow shortly after at 4 p.m. So if you are in the area, come on down and see a lot of good soccer all day long here at Carthage. And really, it's decently warm. It is, as I mentioned, a little bit breezy, but it's a pretty good day for soccer overall. That one goes off the corner flag, but it was last touched by Wheaton, so Carthage will take the throw in there. Amelia Price comes all the way back to pick that one up. It looks like she's playing in kind of a right forward position maybe so far today. And here comes Wheaton. That's number 6. That's Audrey Sexton. Audrey is their leading scorer so far on the season. Number 6, you see there just walking away from the camera, or just about ready to receive there. She is on the ball now. She's got 5 goals already this season. Here she is with the ball again. Plays it in there, but that one was called offsides by the assistant referee on the far side. So that will be a kick for Carthage on the infraction of offside. Looks like that's Maya Stone back there, number 11, who's lining that ball up, ready to take that kick. Amelia Price, one of the taller players for Carthage, trying to get a hold of that one. Amelia's 5'6". She's on the taller end of the Carthage players. She tries to cut that one through the middle of the field, but it does get intercepted there. Wheaton tries to go far upfield, but Ainsley Stallworth, the goalkeeper, the sophomore from Fresno, California, Stallworth plays it into the middle and upfield, but it is intercepted there, although Carthage gets it back. That's Leah Martin. Jaden Kramer, as I mentioned, the freshman starting. She goes out to that far side. Comes back to her then in the middle. It's a nice move through the center. There's Sanchez Flores. Katie Talons tries to get it up to that next level. Now they're going to try to do that up this side. But it is a nice play there from Morgan Beamer in the left back position. And now it's up this left-hand side. That's Emily Citran. And some good defense there by Maya Stone. Stone and Serenus have typically been the two center backs for Carthage so far this season. And it looks like the two of them are back there again. Maya's usually in that left-hand position, which she is again. Hattie Serenus in that right center back position. That ball bounces in the middle, bounces around a bit. Carthage trying to get a avenue to clear it, although Wheaton does pick it up. Out to that far side now. That's Kylie Houghton. She lofts one into the center, but it does go over the end line. And Ainsley Stallworth picks it up behind the net, preparing for a goal kick. So far on the season, Carthage has had a little bit of trouble scoring goals. That's really been their primary problem so far this year. They've only got 8 goals so far on the season. That's as compared to Wheaton, who has 16, has twice as many goals as Carthage does. So Carthage will be looking for a goal there. Amelia Price gets a good one there, but almost gets it into her path in a place that she could do some damage. It comes all the way back to the corner, though, and out of bounds. So that'll be a throw into Carthage on this near side. In a good position. Stephanie Mitchell, it looks like, number 25 there, taking the throw in. She's playing at right back, so that's a little bit of a change from some previous games. I feel like I haven't seen the women's team for a while. They were on a long streak of road games there for quite a couple of weeks, and their last home game last week on Wednesday, I was ill and not able to be here to see that one, so not sure if these are new changes or if some of them have been taking place over the last few weeks and few games. Hard to say. So far in terms of goals given away, Carthage has given away 20 goals so far this season, and Wheaton has given away 24. So fairly similar there. Carthage a little bit better defensively, but Wheaton has had much more success on offense so far this year, twice as many goals as I mentioned. There's Sexton, who I highlighted before as their top goal scorer. She plays in that central striker role mostly, it looks like. Bouncing around in the box there, has an overhead kick, and that one's shepherded out of bounds by Maya Stone at the back. The corner flags are not staying up too well. You can see the one in the far corner there. It keeps getting blown over, and every time somebody puts it back up, it gets blown over again. So it may just have to play this one mostly without functioning corner flags. We'll see. The breeze showing its power. Into the center here, far side. That's Catherine Ashley. She's the second leading scorer. There she is in the far corner. She's got 3 goals on the season. Playing on that right side, there's a foul there. I think that's Lisa Traxel, who's playing left back for Carthage. Lisa is a junior from South Milwaukee. And she was fouled on that play. The assistant referee waved his flag and called that. Here's Serenus moving it upfield. Oh, she loses it there. She gets back to it, though, and plays it out of bounds. So a little bit of a shaky moment at the back there for Carthage. Wheaton trying to capitalize on that. 23, that's Morgan Beamer throwing it in. Emily Citran going into the box. And Stallworth with an authoritative kick to clear her lines and go out of bounds there. Getting into some fairly dangerous positions, although Carthage now gets it clear. Jaden Kramer trying to make something of that. Sanchez Flores now touches it upfield. Jaden Kramer now comes across with a nice little run. Nicely done. Emma Oldani there is playing in midfield on this right-hand side. She couldn't quite connect there, though. Wheaton now with some possession in midfield, trying to work it across and upfield, which they eventually do. Mia Blair inside, nice little pass there, trying to find Ashley. who centers it, crosses it, but it's handled deftly by Ainsley Stallworth in the box. Looks like she's looking up field here with this one. Wheaton again trying to go down this left-hand side. They've been put a lot of balls down this left-hand side, but so far have not been able to get one. They've had a few that have been crossed, but nothing that's been too troubling for the Carthage defense yet. Carthage will have another goal kick here. Amazing how quickly the season goes. Carthage only has 3 games after this one. They're at North Park on Wednesday of this next week, and then end up with 2 home games next Saturday at Milliken, and the following Wednesday, the 25th, will be their final game of the season at home against Elmhurst. So 3 of their last 4 and 2 of their last 3 will be at home, and as I mentioned, they have not yet lost here at home, so we'll hope that that will be a good run that they can make into the conference tournament ideally. And looked like possible handball there, but not called by the referee. Ball comes back all the way to Stallworth, although outside of the 16-yard box, so she has to play it with her feet rather than her hands. There's Sexton on the ball. She is, I guess, more of an attacking midfielder, honestly. I think Grace Crowder seems to be, 22, seems to be playing central striker, and Sexton seems to be playing kind of behind her a bit, sort of in a more creative attacking role, kind of a number 10 role, traditionally. There's Crowder. Wheaton so far has had the better part of the possession. And more play on the Carthage side of the field anyway. Carthage being tested defensively here early in the game. Lots of play in and around that 16-yard box. Here's another ball inside the box now. Nice move there by Sexton. Beautiful move. Shot at the near post. Stallworth is able to make the save. There's Sexton again with a follow-up. That was a really nice move she made in the box to get around her defender, step around her defender. She put a good, hard shot right at that near post, and Ainsley Stallworth was able to deflect that away. So some good play by Wheaton and some good goalkeeping from Carthage there. Wheaton now has 2 shots. It says Carthage has 1, although I was nothing very threatening. Carthage looking for a way to connect and get some possession further up the field. Amelia Price now trying to bring that ball down, but she's not able to corral it, and it does come out of bounds on this near side. Morgan Beamer with a throw in. Carthage trying to press there in midfield, but it does get moved forward. Sexton tries to play that into the corner. Can't quite corral it there. Emily Citran. Emily's actually from Wheaton, Illinois. She went to Wheaton Academy and is now at Wheaton College, so she hasn't traveled far. She's a freshman, no, I'm sorry, sophomore this year. My bad. Carthage plays it short this time. Serenus, see if they can work it out from the back. It's blocked there, though. And it will be left for Stephanie Mitchell. Stephanie is a junior this year from Broomfield, Colorado. One of the Carthage players from further afield. Generally in the CCIW, we get players from Wisconsin and Illinois, but there are often players that come in from other states and other countries as well, of course. Now Carthage has a throw-in the Wheaton zone. See what they can do here. Trying to find Bea Sanchez-Flores. Carthage just hasn't able to really put any possession together on this side of the pitch yet. I'm still looking for those combinations that are going to work. See the players, coaches over there are very bundled up for this one. I think it was in the 50s probably, and at game time. Not terribly cold. That one goes all the way out of bounds, and that'll be a goal kick. Not terribly cold out there, but as it is very breezy today, can be pretty cold, and we are, of course, right next to Lake Michigan here, so that maybe brings the temperature down a few extra degrees, and especially when the wind is coming in the direction that it's coming, mostly from the north, slightly from the east. Can be chilly. There's a long kick from the back. Carthage trying to get some possession, trying to control in midfield. There's Katie Talons battling over there. Katie, one of our more experienced players. She's a senior from Des Plaines, Elk Grove High School. Another ball into the center. Nice block there. Okay, now here's Amelia Price. Jaden Kramer will get on that little deflection, trying to keep it in, but sneaks out of bounds. Quick throw taken. Ooh, and that one snuck out of bounds too. Players sometimes have a little trouble adjusting to the lines on the field. Of course, this is a multi-use field, so you can see the yellow lines there are the soccer pitch. Red lines, I believe, are lacrosse, if I'm not mistaken. And, of course, you can see the football field and the yardage markers in white. But it is the yellow lines that we're concerned with today. This one goes up the line, bounces around there, does go out of bounds to Wheaton. They're taking those throws very quickly, keeping the ball moving into the center of the pitch. Nice move there. That was Mia Blair. Now down that right-hand side, but it is corralled there by Traxel and Talons working together, and they're able to halt the progress of Wheaton down the right-hand side. And it'll be a Carthage throw, which Traxel is lining up. Goes back to Stone. Across to Serenus. Katie Talons trying to corral it around the corner there and tries to find Price with their second effort. Katie Talons with a good defensive play there to keep the ball away from Wheaton and then Carthage possession. Emma Oldani now tries to play a little 1-2 with Stephanie Mitchell. Didn't quite come off. Morgan Beamer with a nice move. She's got some game, I can tell. Out in front now. Lined up a shot there. That was Grace Crowder. And here now, Carthage. Jaden Kramer. Amelia Price fighting for it. Oh, but it does go out of bounds there. Tough time keeping it in bounds on this side. By Carthage with a little bit of possession, get a little bit of offensive momentum. Maybe they can do some pressing here and try to keep it in the Wheaton zone. Nice play there. Price has it back now. Nice play through the legs. Nice little move there, but she is unable to get it on the other side. Carthage doing some active pressing now, but it is beaten. Goes to that far side. That's Kylie Houghton. Trying to find a teammate, but it doesn't quite go through. Leah Martin now plays it to Serenus. There's Leah again. She's able to get through that ball. Emma Oldani goes back to her and back to Emma. Someone go right on her back. Serenus now. And they'll play it all the way back to Stallworth and regroup. So we played about 20 minutes here. We're coming up on the 25-minute mark, getting close to the halfway point of this first half. Ball goes out of bounds. There's a first substitution of the game. That's a Wheaton substitution, looks like. Carthage sticking with their original 11 so far. Wheaton working it up. There's Sexton trying to go through. She tries to split the defense, but is unsuccessful doing so. So far, Wheaton with 3 shots. 1 on goal. Carthage with 1 shot, 1 on goal. There it is in the box again, but some good defense by Carthage to get it out of there. Cleared again. That substitution, Houghton went out for Wheaton and Julia Tulungen came in. Amelia Price now. Trying to find Jaden Kramer there. Kramer gets a nice little bounce there and was able to pick that ball up. She's made some real alert plays. So that one, trying to find it, was not quite where it needed to be. It's Audrey Sexton. A nice play there. Stephanie Mitchell so far looked good in this right back position. She intercepted that one before it got to its target. Oldani now, Sanchez Flores to Price. And now Leah Martin. Oldani, Price. Nice ball to Jaden Kramer. Oh, she tries to go around the corner there and almost came off, but it will be a Carthage throw. So some nice play here through the midfield. Stringing a few passes together. See what Carthage can do with this throw in here. Try to go upfield. Comes right back. Leah Martin now has a little space in midfield. She goes through to Kramer. Tries to turn it, but she's stopped there by the defensive midfield. And now it's at the back with Wheaton, Catherine Ashley. And here they come upfield again. That's Grace Crowder, and I believe that's Julia Tulungen. Tulungen, that's right. Just checking the pronunciation guide on that one to make sure I have it right, and I do. So it's Julia Tulungen. Julia is a freshman from Barrington, Illinois, Barrington High School. Freshman getting a little bit of playing time here. Carthage clears the lines. Jaden Kramer fought for it there, but wasn't able to come away with it. Into midfield now, Wheaton. There's Crowder again. Now Price, try to get across her defender, which she does. Sticks with that ball, tries to get it upfield, but can't quite get the kick on it. Here's Sexton now moving it the other direction. The nice pass, almost connected. Oldani now keeps that ball in. Price goes back. little bit of a stumble there by Serenus, but she's Lisa Traxel tries to play that ball upfield and ended up getting blocked a bit there. Emma Oldani lost it right off her foot. Wheaton plays it back, but looks like maybe they'll go all the way back. Nope. Move back upfield on this side. And Wheaton again moves it upfield. They've had a lot of possession in this part of the field, not a lot in the final third, but in that kind of between the midfield and the 18-yard box, really, Wheaton has had a lot of possession in that area so far already today. Carthage struggling to get much possession and struggling to get a hold of the ball. There you can see the wind's effect on that kick. It really didn't even make it 30 yards probably on that one. Tough to be a goalkeeper trying to punt it upfield from the south end of the field here today. You can see some of those trees in the background now. They're really blowing around. Saw a few trees down, in fact, on the way here as I was driving in. There's some branches down. I shouldn't say trees, really, but all the way back. Serenus trying to go upfield, but it comes right back to her. She got a little pressure this time, and she is able to play it off of the Wheaton player. I believe that's Emily Citran. And now they'll make another substitution. Looks like Grace Crowder will be the one going off this time. She's looked good there in that center forward position. Had some good possession on the ball and a couple of attempted shots anyway. It's intercepted there immediately. What a nice play there by Katie Talents to get it loose. Amelia Price now trying to get it upfield, and it does go out of bounds off of Amelia. It looks like it was number 14, Adrian Carter, who has come in at that center forward position for Wheaton. She's listed on the roster as a defender, but apparently she also plays some center forward. That's where she is currently. Here's Beamer again. She's had a really good half. Sanchez Flores plays it back. Leah Martin finds Price. They're doing a good job of finding that outlet. Nice ball across. Here comes Lisa Traxel now. She's got some space to run. She tries to find Jaden Kramer, which she does. Nice pass there. Nice touch to find Kramer. But it comes off of her ankle as she's trying to make her move upfield, and it does go out of bounds for a goal kick over the end line on the north side of the field. There's a goal kick from Wheaton. It looks like Carthage is readying some substitutions. They've got a couple of players there on the midfield line, looking to get in at the next stoppage.
Come on, Lyle, let's go!
Wheaton intercepted it. Comes all the way across. Opening in the center, and a goal! Number 27, Emily Citran.
And a Wheaton goal by number 27, Emily Citran.
Well, I would say Wheaton has been threatening so far this half. They've had the better share of the possession and more shots on goal. But unfortunately, a goal, unfortunately for Carthage and Carthage fans at least, a goal for Wheaton. I'm sure the Wheaton fans feel much differently about that one. But here we are now with about just under 17 minutes to play. And we have our first goal. Wheaton now leading here in Kenosha 1-0. Carthage will have some work to do to try to get back into this one. Haven't had a lot of offensive possession so far. They're going to have to turn that around if they want to turn this one around. So Tran just got a real nice opening there. She moved right into the center, split the defense, got into a good position, and there wasn't too much that Stallworth could do about that one. When you have somebody 10 yards out or so, basically in the middle of the goal, it's hard to stop. So Emily Satran with the goal. That is her second goal this season. She has 1 goal and 1 assist, now 2 goals and 1 assist so far here in 2023. There was a foul there, so it'll be a free kick to Wheaton in a fairly dangerous position. They're about 30 yards out from the goal. So you can see it's windy enough there that it's hard to even keep the ball steady when it's sitting on the ground. Some of the conditions the players are dealing with today. Carthage lining up their wall now, just on the edge of the 18-yard box, so we'll say it's 28 yards from where the ball is placed to the goal line. That's about right. And the shot from Sexton. Ooh, it just goes just wide. It was really a cracker of a shot there, but it does go wide. Had some good pace on it and some good bend, but Carthage will make a couple of substitutions here. Looks like Jaden Kramer has gone off, and also Stephanie Mitchell has gone off. Maggie Thome has come on at right back. And it looks like Kendall Hennelly, another freshman. Oh, no, I'm sorry, she's a sophomore. Kendall's a sophomore. Number 17 from Downers Grove has come on in a central position as well. That ball goes out of bounds. Good hustle there. Maggie Thome. She's played some at center back. In various different positions on the field, but she's had a very good season so far. She has played some at right back too. Good play there in midfield. Kendall Hennelly just come in, providing some good hustle and fresh legs. Try to counter this Wheaton attack, which has been pretty steady throughout the day. There's Maggie Thome, who steps up. Nice play. Amelia Price plays it around the corner there. Emma Oldani tries to sneak it out this way. And Maggie Thome goes all the way back. That was Jess Beamer, actually. I thought that was Jess Beamer. It wasn't. Didn't look like Emma. I guess Jess Beamer has come into the game too. She's playing kind of an attacking midfield role. She often plays right up front, so she'll be in that attacking part of the field at least. Maya Stone with a nice header there. Katie Talons has trouble getting a hold of it, but she eventually does. Maggie Thome to Katie. Tries to knock it through there, but it doesn't quite come off. And Wheaton goes on the attack again. That's been a familiar theme here so far. Wheaton's really had a lot of possession in this part of the field. There's a nice cross. Comes all the way across, but some good defending in there. I think Lisa Traxel was the one who kind of got in the way most effectively there. Try to kick that one upfield against the wind. Tough to get much distance on it. Doesn't get quite all the way to midfield. And now here comes Wheaton. Emily Citran, the goal scorer, and Audrey Sexton here, their leading scorer. On the far side now. Tried to find Julia Tulungan there, but it did go over the end line, and that will be a goal kick to the Firebirds. So the Firebirds looking to avoid a 3-game losing streak here. Need to get this goal back to at least get even. Sure love to see that before halftime if they could. I'm sure that would give them some added hope and confidence going into the break. Last couple of games they haven't been able to get that win, but they're looking for it here on their home pitch, which they've been defending, I should say, very effectively so far this season. Over the top. Stallworth is there, though, for an easy save. It's picked up again in the center. Oh, and a shot. That was Audrey Sexton. And that'll be a corner for Wheaton, which they've got at the far corner, you can see. Nice ball in. It does bounce out, though, and Amelia Price is able to... I'm sorry, that was Jess Beamer that was able to clear it a little bit further there. Sexton has it and coming back already. Gets it again, and a goal for Wheaton. From distance, Audrey Sexton.
Another Wheaton goal by number 6, Audrey Sexton.
So the opposite, I think, of what Carthage was hoping would happen there in terms of getting a goal going into halftime. They give up another goal going into halftime and are now down 2-0. Audrey Sexton with that goal. As I mentioned, she is the leading goal scorer for Wheaton so far this season, and now she's got 6 on the year, so a really good season for her. You can see why. She's a very, very strong player. She's had a few opportunities already in this first half, and she buried that one. Left little doubt. Carthage now has a little bit of a deeper hole to try to dig themselves out of. Katie Talons looks like it's going to get a little bit of a break here. See who's come on here as soon as we have a number for you. I believe that was Kate Sumner, number 16. Kate is a junior from Yuma, Arizona. And she comes on in a midfield role here this afternoon with her Firebirds down 2-0. Under 10 minutes to go, just about 8 minutes to go here in the first half from Kenosha. Sarah Fitzgibbon has also come on for Carthage, so Coach Wilson substituting liberally here, trying to find a combination that can stop this Wheaton attack and try to get some more opportunities going forward. There's Henley with a nice play. Amelia Price. Oh, she was offside just by a couple of steps there. Very close call, but it did look like she maybe was a pace or two behind that second to last defender, so I think a good call there, although one that's unfortunate because she certainly would have had an opportunity on goal there. The referee was in a good position, though, to see that, so to give him the benefit of the doubt, so given he's in the perfect position to see across that line. Sexton tries to go wide, but nobody's over there. Goes all the way out of bounds on the far side. And Carthage will have a throw. Wheaton with some more possession in Carthage's end. We'll have to see what those statistics look like at the half. I imagine they'll show a fairly one-sided first half. Carthage just hasn't been able to get a lot of possession. Haven't been able to string a lot of passes together. Here's Henley, though. She goes across. Faith Roberts. No, I apologize. That's Kate Sumner. Wheaton has looked tough here, though. Maybe playing a little above what their record would suggest. Are looking pretty good this afternoon. Sexton is really at the center of a lot that they do there. She's a very good player, and a lot of their offense goes through her. That one goes out of bounds. That'll be a throw. Just inside the corner flag. It'll be another throw from the same position. There was a foul spotted down there by the assistant. One of the Wheaton players went down. There may have been a little bit of a push there, or a shove from behind, and so it looks like Wheaton will have a free kick just about 5 yards from the end line and just about 5 yards outside of the 18-yard box. So it could be a dangerous position. They maybe get an opportunity to get something in front here and see if they can get a third goal with under 5 minutes to play here in the first half. The ball in, but it does go into the side netting harmlessly. So that'll be a Carthage goal kick. Ainsley Stallworth, the regular goalkeeper for Carthage, 5'11" sophomore from Fresno. Really had good passing and possession, Wheaton has. Made a lot of smart decisions and a lot of good plays. And that's why they're up 2-0. Carthage hasn't played bad per se, I wouldn't say. I think they've held their own for the most part. They just can't quite seem to get the offense going. Wheaton has played very well, too, I would say, more so than... Oh, there's a ball inside, all the way across, and there's a foul in the box. But that one will go against Wheaton, and Carthage will have a free kick right in front. Carthage lining up that free kick. It's headed but out of bounds. Coach Wilson plays it there. Henley with a nice turn. But there's a Wheaton defender there waiting for her. Now Carthage will have a throw. Draxel coming up to take that. Price trying to get around the corner, but unable to there. She had two players to get past. Maya Stone with a nice defensive play there to stop the on-rushing Wheaton squad. Just over 2 minutes to play here. Score so far, the Wheaton Thunderbirds 2 and Carthage 0. Wheaton has really dominated mostly this first half. They have 7 shots so far, at least by the official statistics, and 3 of those on goal. 2 of them, of course, ended up in the back of the net. Carthage with only the 1 single shot so far. Had a hard time getting anything down at this end. So here's a corner kick. Into the center. Sexton, ooh, she made a nice move there to kind of open up her body and get a foot on that and direct it goalward. It did end up hitting the crossbar, though, and bouncing over. So close there to another opportunity for Wheaton on that corner kick. Nice play by Audrey Sexton, the goal scorer. And now Carthage, with a minute left, has the goal kick.
1 minute remaining.
And they'll see what they can get going forward here. Amelia Price. Here we go now. Price picks up the loose ball. Just have a few players over on that far side. Sarah Fitzgibbon can't quite get a hold of it there, though. Just half a minute to go now. Booted into the center. Amelia Price comes across, trying to pick that up. Wheaton, though, is able to almost clear it, although not much time here for Carthage to try to fashion something. Amelia Price really made a good effort there.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So that will be it for the first half here at Art Keller Field in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Our score at halftime is the Wheaton College Thunder 2 and the Carthage Firebirds 0. We'll be right back after this halftime break. And we are back here for the second half, just about 2 minutes away from the start of our second half. The score here so far at Art Keller Field in Kenosha, Wisconsin, as you can see on the screen, is Wheaton 2 and Carthage 0. You can see some of the other stats there on the screen as well, thanks to our producer, John Voinovich. Shots on goal so far dominated by Wheaton. They have 8 overall shots, as you can see, 3 of those on goal. Carthage with just the 1 shot, although that was a shot on goal. You can see Wheaton dominating all the other statistical categories as well. In terms of corners, they have 2 to Carthage's none, and they have an additional foul as well. Both of the goalkeepers so far have 1 save on goal. The 2 goals in the period were scored at 27:58 by Emily Citran. That one was assisted by Mia Blair, and at the 35:43 mark, the second goal for Wheaton was scored by Audrey Sexton. That goal was unassisted. Sexton is their leading goal scorer on the season with 6 goals. For Emily Citran, that was her second goal of the season. In terms of overall possession as well, that was certainly also dominated by Wheaton on that early part of the half, in the first half, I should say. Carthage not really able to get much possession. They only had about 7% possession in that final third, whereas Wheaton had about 32% of their possession in the final third, and 82% of their possession was in Carthage's half of the field. So overall, the possession only favors Wheaton 54-46, but in terms of where the possession was on the field, as I mentioned, they had 80% of their possession in the Carthage end, and Carthage only had 30% of their possession in the Wheaton side of the field. So it's been a little bit of a challenge here for Carthage so far in this early going, in this first half, but they'll be looking to come back to try to overcome, as I mentioned, that historical deficit. The last 15 games in a row that Wheaton and Carthage have matched up in women's soccer, Wheaton has been victorious all 15, and it's looking more and more like 16, although only a 2-0 deficit, so hopefully Carthage will be able to bounce back, score a couple of goals. It'd be nice to get one here early if they can, and to get back into this game and try to get that home win. As we mentioned early on in the broadcast so far in the season, Wheaton so far in 4th place in the CCIW with 7 points. Carthage in 6th place currently in the CCIW with 3 points. One of 4 teams at the bottom of the division who've not yet had a win in the conference, although Carthage so far is 0, 1, and 3 with the 3 draws. So they do have the 3 points in the conference, just haven't had a win yet to speak of. So in this half, it looks like Carthage will be going the other direction. They'll be going from north to south. That should be something of an advantage. As I mentioned, there is quite a bit of breeze here on the field here today. And so Carthage will be going with the wind this half instead of against it. That should be hopefully better, and hopefully it results in some goals for the Firebirds. Wheaton really just has to control the field just like they did in the first half and try to maintain their dominance that they had in the first half. But Carthage looks like is going with a mix of players that started the game and some that came in a little bit later. We'll get those kind of sorted out as we go. Maya Stone there on the ball. She and Addie Serenas have been in the back line as the 2 center backs for the entirety of the game so far. Although the left and right backs have been switching out a bit. It looks like Lisa Traxel is currently in the left back position here, number 6. Not sure exactly who's on the far side there. We'll get that as soon as we can kind of see it. Amelia Price is up front still. She's been in there for the lion's share of the game. Looks like maybe Katie Talons is up there as well in that far corner. Here's a throw in for Carthage early on. Bea Sanchez Flores has come back in. She started the game but got a little bit of a break latter part of the half. Gonna try to get something going towards the goal here, but it does end up just bouncing around and over the end line. So that'll be a goal kick for Wheaton. Their goalkeeper, Maya Schulman, has not been, not sure if it's Schoolman or Schulman, but she's not been tested too much. There's another long distance effort from Carthage trying to get something going towards the goal, but that one also goes over. The wind is really howling from the north to the south. So that wind is behind Carthage, which could work to their advantage, but could be a challenge as well, especially some of those longer shots. They get a little bit of air underneath them. Here's the ball upfield. That's, as I mentioned, Carthage having some challenges against that wind, but here they get possession back at the back. Leah Martin over here to Lisa Traxel. Maya Stone with an interception there. It does get around her though, bounces over her head. Audrey Sexton, one of the goal scorers now, playing to the far side. And that's Morgan Beamer, who's been impressive on that left flank. Looks like Katie Talent is maybe in a slightly more advanced position. She's still in midfield, but Amelia Price is the central striker. There's Katie pressuring the ball now. She and Bea Sanchez Flores are sort of behind Price, it looks like. So maybe kind of a 1-2. Or 4-3-4. It's a little hard to tell when they're at the back here, but they're certainly stacking up that midfield. Here's Sexton now in the middle. She's had good control over this game, really playing right in the center of the Wheaton team. Now Catherine Ashley tries a cross, but it does end up going wide of the goal. Carthage looking to try to get something going here in the early part of the half and get one of those 2 goals back. Only get one at a time, but it sure be nice to get one if they can in this early part of the half to make it a little bit more of a fight going into the last part of the game. Certainly don't want to give up another one here. That would be almost near impossible. They've only had 8 goals on the season. It's going to be tough to get 2, let alone 3, in one game. Wheaton now making some progress into the Carthage end. Smart play there by Stone, though. She uses her body to shield the ball, and it rolls harmlessly out of bounds. It looks like Maya Stone will take the goal kick. Of course, those goal kicks can be taken by either the goalkeeper or a defender, or really anyone on the pitch. Kind of depends on the coach's strategy and on the player's strengths and who takes those goal kicks. Carthage regains possession now with that throw in. Emma Oldani is back in as well, playing on the right-hand side of that midfield. Sarah Fitzgibbon is over here on the left-hand side. She didn't start the game, but she came in the first half and is continuing on here in the second. Ball into the center. Adrian Carter. Try to play it back, but it is intercepted there. Leah Martin now. Katie Towns picks it up, but it's knocked away. She hustles back, though, and gets her own mistake. Now Fitzgibbon up here to Traxel. Nice play. She can't quite get it past her defender, but it does go out of bounds, and that'll be a Carthage throw. Traxel picks it up. Price goes back to Fitzgibbon. Across to Martin. She tries to go all the way across. Nice ball there. Maggie Thome has stayed in as the right back. I think Stephanie Mitchell started the game at right back, but Maggie Thome came in partway through that first half, and it looks like she'll be starting the second half at that right back position. Sanchez Flores gets overrun there. And they try to play it up that left-hand side, but Emily Citran maybe it's Citron. Comes across now. Here's Katie Talons. She goes back. Try to go across the goal mouth. Couldn't quite get it going there, but Carthage looking better here with some possession in the early part of this half. Emma Oldani now. There's Lisa Traxel. Makes a nice play. She's fouled. That'll be a free kick for Carthage. So a nice pass there from Stone to Traxel. Traxel got to that ball before the defender and was fouled. Looks like Maya Stone's going to take this free kick. Carthage lining up some players on the end of the on the edge of the 18-yard box, I should say. Goes out of bounds. Traxel looking for a teammate to throw it into. Amelia Price makes herself available there on the line. Traxel tries to find Sanchez Flores, but no luck. Maya Stone plays it all the way back to Ainsley Stallworth. Finds Traxel on this side. Nice play there. Sarah Fitzgibbon now. Back to Traxel. Price, nice little 1-2 there. Nice job. Back to Price. So some really good passing to work it through. Into the center there. Nobody touched it though, and that'll be a goal kick. Good idea there by Amelia Price, trying to get something going towards the goal, but there wasn't a Carthage player available in that position. So it will be a goal kick to Wheaton. And they return it immediately to Carthage. That one goes up into the stands on the far side. Bounce it around up there. That stand only ever used for football, really. All the fans are on the near side of the field here, which is closer to the indoors and being able to warm up at halftime. And the Carthage campus is pretty empty right now. We're on fall break currently. Most of the students have gone home, except for these student athletes who are here representing the college. Most of the students have gone home for a few days. No classes on campus Monday or Tuesday. The parking lot is empty. The student union, in which we currently sit attached to the press boxes, is empty today as well. So the students have gone home. There's a few parents in the crowd. Always the die-hard fans. The parents, Carthage with a throw in now. Comes out almost to midfield. Sorenas is able to marshal that ball out of bounds. Carthage with a throw now in that far corner. Trying to get something towards the box. Good play over there. Here comes Lisa Traxel now, running onto it. Trying to come infield. She finds Leah Martin, who can't quite handle it there. It's a tough pass to handle. And Wheaton now will come the other direction, but it does go out of bounds just this side of midfield. And Carthage will get it back. Although they haven't had an opportunity yet on goal, Carthage is having better possession so far this half. They did have 46% in the first half, a little bit of a surprising statistic. Thought it would have been a little more one-sided than that, and then 54-46, but that's what the official stats say. Maya Stone loses it there, but is able to track it back down again. Nice play there to Martin. Traxel. Back to Stone. She tries to go long. Amelia Price makes a nice move there to get a hold of that. Now down that far side, Maggie Thome was running after it, but it was just a little bit too far forward for her to be able to handle. Ooh, and Carthage had a couple of players there on the defender, but couldn't quite get the ball loose. They've had some good pressure, just haven't been able to shake that ball loose as of yet. And now Wheaton has some room to move it back this other direction. There's Sexton now. She's been pretty quiet so far this half. She makes a nice pass out to that left-hand side. Now comes centrally. Lisa Traxel made a nice defensive play there to take it right off the foot of the Wheaton player. That was Julia Tulungen. And now it comes back the other direction. Katie Talon's trying to get to that one. And Oldani as well. Sexton. Mia Blair to this near side. That's Catherine Ashley with a nice cross. Headed out of there effectively, though. Maggie Thome. Thome with a good play there to marshal it out of bounds. And they go all the way back to their keeper. That's Maya Schoolman. Maya's listed both as a goalkeeper and as a defender, so she plays goalkeeper but also in the defense, depending on where she's needed. That ball goes out of bounds deep in the corner. Coach Wilson encouraging his team to move up there and get some pressure in that Wheaton zone. We played 15 minutes here. The score still remains Wheaton 2, Carthage 0. Although Carthage seems to be having a little bit better luck and possession so far this half than they did in the first half. Wheaton, though, now moving back into the Carthage zone. They've got it in that deep far corner. Let's pass out. There's Sexton. She tries to get a shot off. It does deflect. And that'll be a corner kick for Wheaton. Morgan Beamer coming across to take that. She's been a real standout, I think, for them so far today. She's a senior from Cranberry, New Jersey. Corner kick. Into a dangerous position. It is headed out of there, though. Wheaton trying to come back immediately, and Carthage clears that all the way down. Schoolman. And they come right back across into the Carthage zone. Good play there by Fitzgibbon to get it back. Stone now. Srenas finds Price with a nice pass. She finds Maggie Thome with a nice pass. Ooh, that had to be a foul. It was. Looked like the player kind of reached out and grabbed her there as she was trying to get past with the ball. Free kick. Stone. Wynn kind of took that one, I think, and ended up behind the net as opposed to in front of the net, which is what she was trying for, with a lot of Carthage players waiting there, hoping to pounce on something that might be right in front of the net. But it does go over the net. I don't believe we've had a shot on goal. I guess we had one shot. Wheaton had one shot on goal. One shot, but not on goal, I should say. Nice play by Fitzgibbon there defensively. Catherine Ashley again with that cross. Maggie Thome with a nice cover. They try to find that outlet, but it ends up in the hands of Wheaton again. Mia Blair, who handles a lot of the ball in the center of the park. There she is again. Far side now. Emily Citran, the initial goal scorer. Now we have a little bit of rain, unfortunately. Sexton with a shot. Oh, and a big save. It's still alive there. Stallworth with a really beautiful save. That was tagged for the corner, it looked like. Sexton with a really good shot from just outside the 18-yard box. And Ainsley Stallworth was able to palm it onto the crossbar right in the corner there. The rain now coming down in addition to that wind, making it a little less pleasant out there. Much less unpleasant. Much less pleasant, I should say. Some of the fans are running for cover. Out of bounds there. Be a throw in for Carthage. Last 25 minutes here, it's going to be a little wet, it looks like, in addition to being windy. Maybe that'll give Carthage the advantage they need. Lisa Traxel, ball slips a little bit as she's trying to throw it in there. It's going to be a challenge on those throw-ins, and maybe for the goalkeepers as well. That ball's going to get pretty slippery. It's not a hard rain, but there is rain coming down now. With the addition of that wind, it makes it pretty unpleasant. Nice ball there, Katie Talons. She tries to find Kendall Henley, who had made a little run there. Sanchez Flores trying to get it through. She can't. Mia Blair coming back the other way. Some good defense in midfield there. Oldani finds Thome. She's being pursued, but she is able to win that race. She gets past her defender too, all the way to the byline. But some good defense in the center there for Wheaton. I believe that was number 5, Lauren Walmer. She's from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, my area I'm from as well, right next door. A couple of players from Minnesota. I know Audrey Sexton is from Matamidi, Minnesota. Walmer's from Eden Prairie. A few of those Minnesotans on the team. Carthage's Sarah Fitzgibbon, also from Minnesota. She's from Rochester. Rain still coming down a little bit here. The temperatures may be going down a little bit too. It feels a little bit cooler. Of course, I'm inside, so I'm lucky from that standpoint. Wheaton with the throw in. Trying to work it across there, which they do. Oh, looks like there was an offside there after the throw in. Current temperature in Kenosha is 55 degrees. Looks like it's just going to be a little bit of a shower here. Hopefully that'll be it. As I mentioned, we do have a men's game coming up after the women's game. 4 o'clock this afternoon from Art Keller Field. And these two schools will match up again with their two men's programs taking each other on up next. Next Saturday, there'll be another doubleheader here. Milliken will be in town for another men's and women's doubleheader. It's always nice when you get two of those games in one day. Hopefully the weather will be a little bit better next Saturday than it is today. So coming up on 20 minutes to go, score is still 2-0. The 2 goals scored. There's a foul down there. Looks like Carthage will have a free kick. 2 goals scored at the 27:58 mark by Citran and the 35:43 minute mark by Sexton. And now at the 20-minute mark, Carthage has a free kick in a dangerous position. They've got 7 players in and around the box. Just 3 hanging deeper. Wheaton has their wall set up. Ball in. Ooh, just sneaks across there. A good effort, but just didn't take the bounce that they needed it to take in order to get something goalward there. Carthage still with just the 1 shot on goal, with the 1 shot very early in the first half. Not been able to get anything on net since that point. Kendall Hennelly now. It's a good effort down there. She's put in a lot of effort. She does get that ball back. Nice turn. But it runs into another defender. That's sort of been the story here today. Maggie Thome gets in there and makes 1 nice block, but then gets called for a foul on the follow through. And now Wheaton's bringing it up this other end. Carthage with some good defense to get it out of there. Leah Martin goes upfield, goes over the head of Henley. Henley's up there pressuring along with Katie Talons. Lucy Parrish has come in for Wheaton. She's in a central striker position now. Julia Tulungen has stayed in there. There's Catherine Ashley again. She's got a good cross. We've seen that several times. Nice play there by Maggie Thome. And a shot from distance that time. That was Morgan Beamer, but it ends up going far over the net. Looks like Emma Oldani will get a break here, and Sarah Fitzgibbon is coming back in. Kate Sumner has come in as well on the left side of midfield, number 16. Just there. There's Lisa Traxel trying to keep that ball in bounds, but unable to. Looks like the rain has stopped, so just a bit of a shower there instead of anything too steady going on. So that's a relief. That really makes it quite a bit colder and more unpleasant when that rain starts to fall. So nice that I believe it stopped. It looks like it. If it is falling, it's very, very faint. But it has been raining here for a couple of days. Yesterday it rained all day. Last night it rained pretty much all night. So there's a lot of water around. Just driving in, you can see everything was really saturated. Nice move there, Kendall Henley. Jess Beamer now. Can she get something going? Katie Talons. Can't quite corral it though, but they got some movement forward there. Wheaton had to just lump it out of bounds. So coming up on the 15-minute mark now, Lisa Traxel will have a throw in just about halfway between the end line and the center of the pitch. A little bit of dispute there on whose ball that was. Looks like we'll have another substitution here. Carthage has the throw. Kendall Henley coming off, Amelia Price coming back on. There she is. And she gets the ball immediately. Out of bounds. Into the center, Amelia Price tried to get onto that ball right in the middle, right at the 18-yard box, but not quite able to get there. Another substitution for Wheaton. Looks like Catherine Ashley has gone off. Kylie Houghton has come back on. Wheaton has not had as much luck with their possession as they did in the first half. Looks like maybe they're playing a little deeper into their roster possibly, and of course they are in control on the scoreboard, so don't really need to be moving forward quite as urgently. Now they've got it though in attacking position. Price for Carthage. Another substitution. Sanchez Flores will come on for Talons. Coach Wilson keeps trying to find some combination up front, particularly that'll yield a little bit more possession and some more opportunities. And Wheaton has it at the back. He's trying to apply some pressure. It is a wayward pass there. Leah Martin, some nice passing there. Ball's lost though, and it comes back to Wheaton. Lucy Parrish. Maddie Grinstead has come in as well. Maddie's a freshman from Palmyra, Pennsylvania. Ball's out of bounds. To Wheaton. Kylie Houghton will be taking the throw, which she does. Hattie Serenas. Morgan Beamer with a nice play there. All the way to the end line. Back to Beamer. Got some players with some skills, Wheaton does. Been able to use those skills today. Keep these Carthage Firebirds at bay. staring at their first home loss of the season.
Both sides of your marks, Red.
Amelia Price now tries to get something going upfield, but she can't quite. It's kind of lumped into the box there. It's in a dangerous position. Maya Stone with a flying block there. Really a last-ditch effort there to save that one. And not sure if Ainsley Stallworth would have been able to get that one or not, but Maya Stone with another really strong defensive play at the back. That ball goes out of bounds. Carthage throw. And we're at the 10-minute mark now. 10 minutes here to play. In this one, Carthage down 2-0 to the Wheaton Thunder. Jess Beamer trying to get something upfield. Just can't quite connect with Price. Now comes back the other direction. Marissa Davis comes all the way into the box, and Ainsley Stallworth, the goalkeeper, picks it up and looks upfield. She's got the wind at her back now. See if she can get something downfield further. She does. Although it's blocked there nicely. That's Mia Blair, who's had a really good game as well. Nice cross. Knocked out of there by Thome. Took it off the fingertips of her keeper, but didn't know for sure that she was going to get to it. So good safety first kind of play. Out of bounds. Cleared there. No foul there. Price to Sanchez Flores. Tries to go up to the next level, but it does go out of bounds. A couple of Carthage substitutions waiting to get in, but they haven't had possession and out of bounds in order to get those subs in. Usually you have to have possession in order to get those substitutions, unless both teams are trying to substitute. There it goes out of bounds, and that should be a chance to make those substitutions. Looks like Sarah Fitzgibbon is going off, as well as Kate Sumner. Katie Talons came back on. I think maybe Leah Martin was the other addition. Oh, sorry, it's Emma Oldani that came in, number 5. Carthage trying to get something going up that direction. Beamer plays it up. Got it down in the corner now. Amelia Price crosses it. Good play by Morgan Beamer. Leah Martin now from distance. No real plan there. Just sort of lumped towards the goal. It doesn't really end up in an opportunity. Carthage has been pretty quiet here this afternoon. Only getting the one shot on goal. It was very early in the game. They've gone about 80 minutes without one. Tough to win games if you can't score goals, and tough to score goals if you can't get shots, right? That's been a challenge for Carthage all season and remains one here today. Tough conditions out here, though, as I mentioned. Stiff breeze. We had a little bit of rain here in the second half. And once Wheaton got out to that lead and doubled it, it's been tough for Carthage to get any clear-cut opportunities in the second half. That'll be a Wheaton throw on the far side, just in front of their bench. See all the players bundled up over there. There's a foul. And Beamer will take that free kick. And here comes Wheaton up on the far side. Try to go to the outside, but a nice play there by Addy Serenas. Goes out of bounds. But it'll be a throw in for Wheaton. Audrey Sexton trying to find a way through. And she ends up with a corner kick. She's got good skills on the ball. As I said earlier, she really has fashioned a lot of opportunities by herself and has done some good work in front of the Carthage goal for Wheaton. Got this corner kick. Let's see if they're going to take it or if they're going to take it short. It looks like they are going to put something into the box. They've got 5 players in there. Ainsley Stallworth with a nice take at the near post. She's played a good game today. Goes over the head of Amelia Price and all the way into the hands of Maya Schoolman. She tries to boot it back upfield against the wind. It doesn't go far. Price picks it up now. And she's guilty of a foul there. A little bit of a push. So that'll be another free kick for Wheaton with 3 minutes to play. Maya Stone at the back. Mia Blair. Moving it upfield. Into the corner. Julia Tulungan to Adrian Carter. Back to Tulungan. The battle down there and a foul eventually, so that'll be a free kick for Carthage with 2 minutes to go. Maya Stone comes over to take it. Trying to get something going upfield, but not able to get it. Audrey Sexton now plays it to the corner, but no one there, and it'll go out for a goal kick to Carthage. They can get anything going here these last moments. There's a foul. Carthage will have a free kick just inside their own zone with a minute to play.
1 minute remaining.
was a foul there. A few Carthage fans that are here not too happy about that call, but may not make too much difference in the end. There's that free kick. Kept in bounds here. Oh no, did go out of bounds, I guess. Looked like maybe it stayed in, but it did not. Carthage now trying to fashion something here in these closing seconds.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that's the final buzzer here at Art Keller Field in Kenosha, Wisconsin. The final score here today is the Wheaton Thunder 2
Score from today's game, Wheaton 2, Carthage 0.
and the Carthage Firebirds 0. So that'll bring Carthage on the season to 2-6-5, 0-2-3 in the conference, and Wheaton will go to 4-6-4, 3-1-1 in the conference. And Carthage has a couple of games coming up as well on the schedule. They've got one this Wednesday at North Park University in Chicago. That one will be at 7 p.m. on Wednesday the 18th. Next Saturday they'll be home to Milliken. That'll be a doubleheader, men's and women's. The women play at 5 o'clock versus Milliken next Saturday. And then the following Wednesday will be their final game of the season, October 25th, a home game again against Elmhurst University. So a little bit of a rough one here for Carthage today. Not able to get anything on the board on this cold, windy, and rainy day. They'll probably be happy to get back into that locker room today after this one. The final score from Art Keller Field in Kenosha is Wheaton 2, Carthage 0. This has been Carthage Firebirds Women's Soccer. I'm John Bruning, and for the production staff here, thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here next time.